I was very hot at that time. You know, go to airports and crowds and, breaking down barriers and that sort of thing when I travel. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't too fond of it, but you get caught up in it, and say, well, hey, things are going well, but that's about all. I never really I never liked it. It's not something that I wanted to achieve was being famous. That never entered my mind. I was just trying to make a living. And the loss of anonymity was kind of a shock to me. I don't think people have any idea how valuable anonymity can be because everybody's seeking to be famous. Well, there are good points and bad points about being famous. And it got where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to the bathroom without somebody around. Oh, I give my autograph. I found out very early it's a lot easier to sign an autograph and, please somebody at the time, because it only takes a few seconds, than refuse an autograph and have somebody be a little depressed and you put them down. And I don't like to do that. So I sign them. But I think about 95% at least of those are in a drawer somewhere or thrown away. They've forgotten they ever got them. Oh, you get priority treatment in restaurants. People are pretty good to you, really. They're always nice to you, and they admire you, and they say nice things to you. You have to take it with a grain of salt, but don't try to believe too much of it. Because at the time, those people are gushing, and then they go back and think about it, and they say, I never should have said that. That was a surprise to me. About 1981, I went on a little trip. I just wanted to get away from the business and everything, and a friend of mine was doing some business in the oil business. I was partner with him, and we flew on a private plane to Geneva, Sri Lanka, Singapore, Bangkok, back to Cairo, and then home. And when I got to Sri Lanka, the customs people came out on the plane when we hit the ground. And what they wanted was my autograph. And I didn't have a clue. Anybody in Sri Lanka knew who I was. And then Singapore was pretty much the same way. In Bangkok, I was the hottest thing on television and didn't know it. And this is in '81. And then I'd been there in '67, and Maverick was on television then, and it was still on in '81, and they still loved it. I was as big as John Wayne in Thailand, and I had no idea they had a clue. I don't think in foreign terms. I think of only in America about the work I do. I know it appeals to Americans, and I had no idea it would appeal to anybody else in the world.